Hello physical fiends, it's Jordan here, back again with another worth of purchase, where I play a game for a short amount of time to see if I would buy it myself. Today I'm taking a look at Magnolia, which is releasing digitally on all major consoles. In fact, I believe it was released yesterday. But this is Physical Paradise, and I only care about physical releases, and this does have one, although it's not exactly simple. Purchase links are down below if you want to buy it and support me, but let me break down the physical first before I get into the game. So the main catch is that at the time of writing, there is no physical release for the West on any console. There is no European or North American physical release, at least it's not been announced. Maybe if you're watching this 6 months later, who knows? It's possible and perhaps even likely, but right now, at this moment, you can still get a physical copy that does play in English. You just need to look towards Japan and Asian regions. On Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5, you can get Magnolia physically and it will play in English. There is even a Southeast Asian release that will have an English cover, so you'll barely notice that it's an import. There is also a collector's edition in Japan on Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 5, which includes an art book and a soundtrack CD. Sadly, no English cover version, but the game will still play in English alongside many other languages. If you want to purchase any of these physical copies, then check the links down below in the description and pinned comment. You can purchase and support me at the same time, plus I can support you too, since if you click the link, then you can get 5% off with my code Jordan2025. Just remember to click the link first, okay? As I said, this may, and I think probably will get a Western physical at some point in the future. When? I don't know. But the previous game, Ender Lilies, did eventually get a limited run release in North America and a retail release in Europe, so it's not out of the question, and I will update the description if any news pops up. But anyways, back to the game. Have you played Ender Lilies, the first game? Well, Magnolia is basically more of the same. If you loved Ender Lilies, and I know a lot of people did, then you will definitely enjoy Magnolia too. It's a darkly moody Metroidvania that incrementally improves upon the original. It looks and sounds better and plays better too, with slight expansions in some areas while still retaining the same good gameplay. The atmosphere and vibe this game sets is second to none, and I think it's great they've added a bunch of difficulty settings so that some people do get to experience the beautiful art, setting, world building, and music without having to rip their balls off in frustration to do so. The difficulty is very customizable. This is one of the best looking games I've ever played. There's definitely an essence of vanillaware in here, but I would go as far as to say it's even better. From the character designs to the utterly incredible vistas and the hauntingly beautiful soundtrack, it is a game you just want to play because it draws in all of your senses. And the gameplay holds up too. It has the substance to go along with the style, and the gimmick for this is that you are a special kind of girl who gets homunculi to fight beside her. Can I just say that there's something about the word homunculus and homunculi that is just really off-putting. I don't know what it is, but I would prefer it if those were erased from the dictionary. Can we change the words for those? Anyways, you equip them to various buttons, meaning you often have more abilities at once that you can possibly know what to do with. You have so many options, it gets overwhelming, especially in boss fights. This chunky dude gave me a bit of trouble, a little bit embarrassing, but hey, you get a cool owl that follows you around and blasts mutants. That's a 10 out of 10 every day of the week. The abilities come thick and fast alongside the boss fights, of which you'll always be delighted to fight because you know you're gonna get a nice, shiny new ability to use once you've defeated them. Also, the story is quite a lot more in-depth this time around, as you no longer have a silent protagonist, and you can have conversations with your homunculi at rest points. They add a dose of world building, and you get to know their backgrounds. There's also some really nicely done cutscenes as well. These remind me of like the Fatal Frame cutscenes. I don't know why, but the style is just great. For the record, I am playing this on Nintendo Switch and it looks gorgeous and runs well. I haven't noticed any issues whatsoever. I'm sure the bigger consoles will play it even more smoothly if possible, but if you're looking for portable play, then the Switch version, in the few hours that I played so far, runs perfectly well. Overall, would I purchase this myself? 100%. I think it's easy to get overwhelmed by the sheer amount of competently made indie Metroidvanias these days. It's hard to get massively excited about a new one that's coming out, but End of Magnolia is incredible. For some people, this is probably going to be very high on their games of the year list, and it's still January. Sure, the game has been in early access for quite a while on Steam, but this full, fat, complete version lives up to the hype. If you've literally just played Ender Lilies, you may come away thinking it's too similar, but if you played Lilies like years ago when it first came out, you will certainly find this a very exciting prospect and you will want to jump into it. It's seemingly better in every single way, which is what a sequel should be in my opinion. As I said, if you want to purchase the import version on any console, please do so via the links in the description and pinned comment. That massively helps support me and the channel, and I thank you all from the bottom of my heart, and I hope you all have a fantastic day. Take care.